Poestyle Electronics presents the Intellivision Gamer.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Intellivision Show, episode 90. 10 away from 100. That just seems nuts to me. I can't believe that this has gone on 90 weeks already. It feels like a couple months ago. We are going to talk about the Sprint console. It's going to be a little more interactive with the chat tonight. If you guys haven't seen the interview I did on Saturday live with Ben Jones, Play On, that's definitely something you want to check out. There's a lot of information in that one, and I really appreciate Ben coming on. That was an amazing interview. It's going nuts with views, comments, and likes. Lots of new people, too, which is good to see. We're going to have the news. We're going to have Homebrew Highlight. We're going to have mail call. In fact, I bet you can't guess what one of the mail call items is for today. First one that gets it gets a high five. What we got here? Hit the like button, guys. If you're in here and you haven't already, don't hit it twice. That doesn't do anything, but hit it once. I'd appreciate it. And we're gonna go ahead and we'll welcome everyone in chat, and then we'll get to our members, and then we'll welcome everyone in chat. We have 34 members right now. I'm gonna read it from the list so I don't miss anyone. Obviously, I can't remember that many. First up was Roger Matthews. We got Mike's Gaming Gala. We got TVsHasselhoff. GoGameGo. That's Jeffrey. Metal Torso, eebuckeye, Michael Dougherty, 8-Bit Widgets, Intellivision Fun, Rickster 8 Retro Gaming, Mr. Poestyle. A lot of these guys are already in chat. Kurt Bradshaw, Mark Bear, Retro Bliss Gaming, that's Phil. TORQ, Stephen Baker, all the way in the UK. Mike the Gaming Road Warrior, PJ Smith, Eric Lamb, Empty Pixel Gaming, Super Mega Graphics 64, TrulyOffensiveName, Bacon Ice Cream Productions, Stone Farmer, Keven Eagles, Brady Goat 12, Retro Tiburon, For Retro Sake, Lloyd, Thumper Squid, Ballistik Coffee Boy, BCB, Charlie Hustle, Aber Vinson, and Off Grid Arcade. Appreciate you all. That's crazy. 34 members. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and welcome everyone in chat. Tofu was here first, about 2:43. He beat me here. Thanks for stopping in. Had a few questions. Benville's here second. Good to see you, Benville. Code from Georgia is here as well. Peachtree Land. Then we've got INTV Fun. That's my buddy Sean. Salvatore. I didn't say hi to you earlier, Salvatore. Somehow I missed that. PJ Smith is here. Good to see you, PJ. PJ says, I might be the only one that ordered more than one. Nowhere near true. There's a lot of collectors that'll buy one, keep it sealed, and also probably multiple to play. I definitely will have many. Who else is in here? Kurt Bradshaw's here. Good to see you, Kurt. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. We got this SMG 64 Plus gameplay with commentary guy. Kind of looks like Cyrus. TORQ, what's going on? Evening, lovely Intellivision types. Good to have you here, TORQ. Oh, Super Mega Graphics 64. That guy looks more familiar. I do that all the time. Like, oops, didn't mean to comment from that one. Cyrus says, the Intellivision Gamer done that before? You mean jinxing stuff? Yeah, we know. I can't see it, but I know you guys can. TORQ putting the Running Man little emojis. If you're a member, you've got access to some emojis. I need to add some to that. I'll be doing that soon. It's been crazy for me lately. Unbelievably busy. Oh, I thought you were saying Ben was in here, but Benville. Okay. Remotes. Yeah. Mike can't mute me in here. At least I hope not. He might be able to. He's a mod. I better not say that before he does. If I go away, you guys know Mike did it. IR Geek, what's going on, sir? Off Grid Arcade, what's going on, Bart? We got half the show here. Half the show's here. Harvey Decline, what's going on, sir? You were early, or actually a minute. You were before we got anywhere anyway. A Sprint teaser. 68 Camaro SS. Man, I love those cars. Also like 68 Camaro SS. Good to see you, buddy. Strap on. Awesome shirt. Heck yeah, I love baseball. I wish it was the original baseball. This is obviously World Championship, but I usually wear this at least once at PRGE, and I didn't this year. Next year. Miss Pac-Man Arcade 1-Up. Did anyone else say it yet? Salvador, how'd you even guess that? Uh-oh. X-Nay on the emotes ray. What's going on, Mike? Can you mute me in here, Mike? I don't know if you can. I've never tried that as a mod. I see you got that wrench. I don't know. Buckeye, what's going on? Pierre's in here as well. Good to see you, Pierre. Mike, how many sprints did you buy? Is a very Casey Poll question. Well, I try to put something in there since we're talking about the sprint. It was more, I was curious, did you pre-order one or did you not? But this is a little more fun. I'm not the only one that said more. Oh, I see a member. Let me get down to that. Mike saying hello, everyone. We got Phil, Retro Bliss Gaming. What's up, sir? I know, me too. I'm so excited, to play it, but also to test and see what you can do, what you can't do, how many games will fit on it. All the controllers are going to work, with the adapters. Like, I have so many things I want to try, and a lot of the streams are going to be sprint heavy for the first little bit while it's out. So we'll be showing off all kinds of things. We're still going to do everything else too, but we're going to have a lot of sprint stuff. We're going to thoroughly test the remotes. That's for sure. Brian F, what's going on? In case you'll have a seal, definitely. Living room, family room, upstairs one, not bathroom, but motorhome. So yes, all those other ones are correct. Tim, what's going on? Tim's sibling, my drunk sibling. Half of them are here. Good to see you, sir. Are we almost to the bottom yet? I think so. Gotta be busy and work hard to afford all those new sprints. That I did it at PRGE. I got the first two, and then other ones just kind of came in. And then there might be box variants. And of course, I'm a variant collector. I've got to get them all. So I might need help in other areas if the box is a little different. I don't know yet. Mike says controllers and stream. If you guys don't know what that's about, we were on the show last night, and remotes versus controllers was a big thing. And of course, I carried it over. Mike muted me, so I couldn't get the last word in, which was a good move, Mike. And then I went over. I was like, hey, I can go leave comments on the video. And then we went back and forth for a while. New member, Brynville. Thank you, sir. Good to have you. That makes, where is it? Where'd I put it? 35 members. That's awesome. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. I can mute you on my phone. You can do that. Camo Ducky, what's going on? Good to see you, sir. I haven't seen you go live in a while. At least I haven't been notified of it. Have you been quiet lately? Running Man, Running Man, Running Man, Running Man. I have two coming. The one I ordered plus the one Poe ordered. But I hacked his Amazon and changed the delivery address. That's one way to get two. Code Monsieur says, I can't wait to receive my Sprint and introduce my wife to 1980s gaming. I really think it's going to bring a lot of gaming, Intellivision gaming to the living room. For me, I'm going to be getting a lot more game time in Original 125 and Homebrews. Like I always say, for some reason, if I come up here in the game room, my wife acts like I went to the bar with buddies and I'm coming home in the middle of the night. But if I'm down there, I can do whatever I want. It's like, I don't see the difference. I tell her I'm just in another room. You can come up here too. There's other chairs. This is a huge room. Intellivision Revolution. Don't forget to read the sprint manuals. Here we go with the manuals again. I read them. I will read those. If you know, you know, pick. I was like, after I went off live, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to post a picture because I read them right after that. I'm like, I'm not getting caught with my pants down again by Mike on the live stream. Casey, I might need help. Yeah, that's an understatement. I won't be the only one, I can assure you. And if they ever do like these 2600s, like on Woot, the 7800 plus, $59, I'll buy like 20 of them. That's no joke. If they go that cheap ever, I will buy a ton. I will just leave them over there, put them in other rooms, hand them out as gifts, maybe giveaways, take them to shows. You know, those are going to be great consoles to play at shows. Mr. Bassman. We also call him Mr. Assman sometimes now, because a lot of times the B doesn't get hit, and I've always corrected it, and now he thinks it's funny. So if it comes out Bassman, I send it. If it comes out Assman, I send it. I'm not too worried about it anymore. I missed all the good stuff. So that thing went so fast. Who got one of the early birds, or is it the VIP? Who got some of the good ones? They were gone. By the time, I mean, I can't be on my phone at work. So by the time I got to my phone and looked, everything was gone. It was like, boom, like 15 minutes or less, everything was funded, and those early ones were gone quick. And that was a pretty good deal. I was going to grab one, but I didn't make it, sadly. I need to get an Atari Porky shirt. I don't have one of those. Brian F says, does 1980s gaming make you feel younger, energized, or does it make you feel old? When you say 80s now, caught you with your pants down. Don't tempt me with a good time. I knew I'll be surprised if that's the only comment on that. Young again for sure. Yeah, I mean, it goes both ways, much like Mike. You know, you see that old stuff and you realize how long ago it was, and you're like, oh my gosh. But then at the same time, when you're listening to 80s music in an old car, old video games, it does bring you back, and it makes you feel like a young guy again, I guess. But then you try to get up from when you're sitting down and your feet hurt and you're like, oh, that happens to me a lot. I can change my name if you want. I think it does both, says Benvril. Absolutely did, Tim. Interviewing the creator tomorrow night. Awesome. Which one did you get, Mike? Did you get one of the early birds? Because you had to be an early bird to get the early bird. Phil named me anyway. I think I remember hearing that. The horse stream live. Hi, kids. What's going on, sir? Good to see you. Should have took a bathroom break. I have to be sure to do that before I go live. Some of these long streams, like whenever Ben came on, he's like, what are you thinking? 30 minutes, an hour? And I'm like, well, you better count on at least an hour and let me know if, are you good to go longer than that? Because I don't really do the short stuff. Everything I do is long. And I said, we can play it by ear. He's like, I could be able to go a little bit longer. We went 2 hours. And there was not really dull moments there. He had so much good information. We had so many good questions. It was a great stream. I'm glad he was able to stick it out for 2 hours. He's a trooper. Roger Matthews, Psycho Stormtrooper. What's going on, sir? I don't know if you've seen, but next Monday, Horse Racing Live. Can anyone beat Salvatore? I know last time someone did, but I don't think you have. Mike, I got an early bird. The 50 founders were gone in 25 seconds. I clicked on it, and when I went to I've heard a lot of stories like that about the early birds, the founders. I said VIP, I think, earlier, but I meant, I guess it was founders. People were like, clicked on them, and then before they could do it, they were all gone. Man. So unfortunately, I am going to wait till they come out. If I'm not getting on any of that early stuff, there's no point. It's already all, if they weren't making it, it's way over. So I am waiting. a little bit on that, but I am 100% getting it. I knew I was as soon as I heard about it. Everyone's saying hello to Roger. Mr. Poestyle says, I wore my Porky shirt on the show last night. I didn't even notice that. Ooh, Tim got an early bird as well. Man. No more continues. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, I missed out on the early birds for the Kickstarter as well. Work had me tied up at first, and by the time I could check, they were gone. Yeah, everything was. I mean, you had to be there like right when it started if you even wanted a chance. Luke, what's going on, sir? I sent a message in the group. I don't know if you saw that. I won't show stuff if it's not up. Mike, I was camping. The Kickstarter was literally on the first seconds and didn't get a founder. That's crazy. That had to be so many people watching for that. Luke Bordeaux, Intellivision Collector in the house. Good to see him. Got some new games. We'll be talking about that shortly. Got decent updates from 3 big publishers from the Intellivision universe. No more continues. Hey, everyone, I'm jumping on this bandwagon. Now I'm going to get a sprint. That's awesome. It's a great way to do it for most people. Way cheaper than any other way to get a good picture on your Intellivision. You can sideload, wireless controllers. It's a perfect living room. It's perfect anywhere, but perfect living room console if you ask me. It's going to let me play a lot more games. I might be able to practice Frogger and actually compete with Mike next time. Mr. Baseman, I'm purely old school gaming. The only new game I play is Madden, which is rare. I am an all-gen gamer. I have pretty much every major console and a lot of obscure ones. I don't have everything, but I have most, and I have all the mainstream modern. I have all the VR units, but I mostly, due to this, YouTube channel, I mostly play Intellivision, Atari. I play with the kids some of the newer stuff, but it's mostly the old stuff for me. Yeah, Salvador's the man. Oh boy, I'm still 2 minutes behind. Who's getting their Phoenix Fighter patch? I don't know that I can reach 100,000. If I do, it's going to be a while. I know Keith, Crash 7, he's already over that, 100,000. That's not easy to do on Phoenix. Mr. Baseman, I think Mike should start an acting career. He should get involved in a local play. He'd probably do well there. I meant the group. Oh, you have 600 in the group? Woo! That happens once in a while. Eric Lamb, channel member, what's going on, sir? Good to see you. Oh, Mike acted in high school. Somehow I'm not surprised. I know you on the members, you have all those old videos. It just makes sense, I guess. The Horse Stream Live, I don't even play games. I just love listening and watching other classic gamers. That's interesting. All right, finally got through all that. Let me check and see if a website is back up yet. No, it is not. All right, so channel update. At PRGE, I went over 1,000 subs. We're already about to 1,300. That was a crazy week for me. It's been a crazy 2 weeks, like 1,500 watch hours in 2 weeks, almost 400 new subs, new members. I appreciate all the love, all really due to the sprint, pretty much what did it. But I am going to do a giveaway. I didn't think it was going to go this quick, and we're going to give away something here. Watch on the Intellivision Gamer Facebook. Also talk about it here. We'll do a wheel spin once we get all the names in, and we'll spin that wheel live on the show. I like that method to give away stuff when everyone can see their name there, see it spinning around, and none of that like 5-second spin. It's going to go for like a minute. I like the suspense too. Let me catch up here. Mr. Baseman, Mike played Scrooge in the Christmas play. 4 out of 10. It's got to be 4 out of 10. Tari Creep, what's going on, Creeper? Good to see you. Yeah, mostly have time to vicariously game instead of playing. I get it. I mean, I don't play as much as I should. Blisterinos. I'm a Blisterino. Everyone's saying hello. I need to win a... Yeah, I won't be giving away that. Kurt Bradshaw says I need to win a Spiker CIB. Maybe the Repro. I only have one in the box as of now. I do have 2 prototype boards that are Spiker, which I'm super excited to have those, and I actually forget I have them. I start to say I only have 1 Spiker, then I remember I have 2 of those boards. Please, my name since I'm not on Facebook. Yeah, it'll be done here too. I'll do some kind of little video post, and you can comment there or on Facebook, Instagram as well. I'll have a deadline that'll be known in all those posts, and then I will get all the names, put them on the wheel, and we'll do the spin live on the show. Dirty dogs. Dirty dogs. All right, so where are we at here? Personal update. Does time change screw with anyone else? I woke up an hour early. Bing! Wide awake. I'm one of those type that I don't need an alarm. I set one just in case, but I wake up within about half hour, the same time, 7 days a week, doesn't matter. And the time change screws me up for a while, about a week or 2, and then I get back. So I woke up an hour early today. Hopefully you guys didn't. The other way is a little better for me, but this backwards one, it's funny. I actually like losing the hour more than I like, or is it the other way? I like gaining the hour more. I don't know. I like this one better, or the next one. The house is getting close. We had a minor setback. The flooring. My flooring is not available local anymore, and it's not even that old. I don't get it, but they have to order it in, or they ordered it from the manufacturer. I'm not sure which, but I've got 2 weeks to get the flooring here. So everything else in the house should be done. It should be like, get the flooring in, get the baseboard in, not baseman, baseboard, and finishing touches, and it'll be done. So everything else will be done this week, maybe part of the following. But man, I can't wait. I can't wait for everything to go normal again. It's been a few years. It's been 3.5-year journey for us in this house. And to finally see the light at the end of the tunnel, man, we are so excited. All right, what else? Personal update. I still haven't done much with all my PRG stuff. I got the packages off to who I needed to get them off to, and I've played a few games, not a lot. I still need to go through my stuff. I haven't even had a chance to enjoy any of it. It's all sitting over there just out of view in tubs, the same tubs that they came home in. Mike has seen this place whenever I buy too much stuff. That's what it looks like, Mike. I can get up here, and that's about it, which has to change soon because over here and back a little bit, I'm going to have a door in, I don't know, maybe the next month. No more pull down aluminum-matic stairs, which I'm excited about that as well. So that's about all I've got going on. I'll get into all that stuff soon. There is a poll, and it's how many Sprint consoles have you ordered? If I forget, remind me to go look at that because I don't see it on this screen, and I always have to go back. Usually by the end of the show, I'm like, crap, I forgot to show the end. And I can go see it, but you guys don't. But let's check it out right now, in fact. Right now, 44 votes. 55% of you have said I've pre-ordered 1. 11% 2. 7% 3 or more. I'm in that category. 28% still have 0. Woo! 0. I expected that to be lower. All right. Let's catch up here. There's a lot going on. Howdy, all you great bastards, says TJ Ferreira. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you here. Salvador says, just renew my membership. Keep up with all the awesome videos and streams, Casey. Thank you, Salvador. I appreciate that. Again, all the channel member stuff, I have it on the lowest one you can do. I know I'm included in that. I'm member to a lot of channels. I like being a member of places that I watch all the time. I like seeing my name in green. I like having the emojis like the 4 out of 10 on mics or the running men, different things. And so I kept getting asked. So I did do it, but it's the cheapest I could go. If I could do free, I honestly would, but it doesn't let you. Channel members, get on, definitely. Mr. Baseman says, I don't mind. Everyone's saying hello to TJ. TJ's like YouTube famous. He's the one that I mean, I say it all the time. If it wasn't for him, I may not even have all this behind me. Not this time anyway. I found TJ's video, started watching him, found out about the other console, said I'm going to buy a few things, and thousands of dollars later, I owe it all to TJ. Our alarm is set for 4 a.m. Woo! That's early. Sundays, so we enjoyed the extra hour of sleep, but I can't sleep past my normal time, so I'll DM you the secret way to ensure that wheel lands on my name. You can adjust the percentage to 100 on Mike's Gaming Gala. Seeing Casey's shirt, I have not played any sports game on my older Intellivision here in the 2000s. Well, someday, I have the stairs, but no door yet. I know we've talked about it before. You'll have to come down. We'll have to do show live here, and we'll play some games. We'll play the next. We'll play Intellivision. We'll do it all, sir. 1980s. Woo! There's a lot of baseball games now, too. Like every few years, we get a new one. I'm not good at all of them. I mean, I'm good at them, but not like the first one. No more continues. Yeah, the time change broke me a little. Somebody woke me up early, so I didn't get to enjoy that extra hour. The grumbling can be heard from space. Yeah, nobody has to wake me up because my mental clock is so strong. I've been doing the same thing, same time for so many years, coming up on 3 decades now. I just do it automatically. Roger Matthews, 1535. What am I missing? Where'd you come up with that number? I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, sir. Baseman is moving in. TJ says, the Intellivision gamer, before I come over for a visit to your man cave, I need to be able to get up there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're going to have stairs. How far am I behind? 3 minutes. Stairs are there. There's just no doorway yet. So that at first I have to move, not this stuff. This is good. See these back here? Can't point to it. All these white banker's boxes. There's a whole bunch of stuff back there. All that stuff needs to be gone through and out to the shop anyway if I'm not using it. Declutter that back area. But that door is going to be back there somewhere. There's a switch right there for the lighting. I thought ahead. But yeah, there's definitely going to be normal stairs soon, sir. That's whenever you'll get the invite. Poestyle says, stinking time change is dark when I get up at 4 a.m. and it's almost dark when I get home. I do remember that. I used years ago, like, oh boy, 21. I got my current position over 20 years ago, 21 and a half years ago. Before that, we were on 12-hour shifts, and yeah, dark when you get there, dark when you go home. It's kind of weird to not see the sun. Yeah, and Mac Cave. It is a Mac Cave, too. I am on a Mac right now. Zero the hero. Roger says Salvador Horse Racing Live has been canceled for the canceled for the next few weeks. FYI, that was a bribe. Okay, I got it. Horse racing's canceled. We are not doing one next week. TJ, yes, TJ's very entertaining. And if you guys haven't seen him, I sent him Castle of Death. Oh my gosh, I would pay again to watch that man play that game. He played it on a live stream, but not nearly long enough for my liking. That was hilarious. Everything TJ does is hilarious. That's why he has so many subs and so many people watch him. I can't be funny. I'm funny when I'm in my natural environment. I can't be that funny on YouTube. When I'm at work, home with people, I just do it. But TJ's funny to watch. Even when he's not trying to be funny, he's funny. Mike says, on our stream, it was 14%. Zero would have thought it would be lower here. It just depends on the group here, I guess. I'll check it again in a little bit. Somebody remind me if I forget. Usually I'll put little notes like every so often when I have like backup papers. I don't really go by it, but it's in case I lose my spot so I don't forget things. And I'll put check poll. I just started doing that where I'm trying to have a poll all the time, at least something, and a little more, interaction with you guys. So I try to figure out something to put each time. No more continues. Hey, TJ, I enjoy your channel as well. I need to play more Specky next too. Yeah, I played this game not too long ago. Oh, And I've beat it more than anyone, I believe. And I couldn't beat it last time. I kept getting close and close, and it was pissing me off. And the way he programmed it, this random, forget what it's called, this random, the white snow fire stuff, it kept getting me right at the end. The last level, it was nailing me. Finally, I had to go to sleep. I like to send him a screenshot. Beat him again. Yeah, I heard the same. So Roger is correct. Yeah, nobody wants to go against Salvador because he almost always wins. Retro Bliss Gaming, TJ's channel is great for Atari 8 and 16-bit computer lovers. He does a lot of the retro computer stuff. He plays a little bit of everything, but the retro computers, that's what you go there for. I mean, really, I go there for TJ. You just reminded me to reset my clock. Yeah, we have so many things. Remember before phones, how many people would be late or early? You had to remember to actually change your alarm clock. Phones, it's easy. It just automatically does it. You wake up, you're like, why can I see stuff? Or why is it dark? But before phones, a lot of people would be late. Everyone would remind everyone. I remember at work, there'd be postings. Don't forget time change. The 1535 was shipping. Wanted to see if I thought we were saving that because I'm going to be getting stuff from you. Or wait, are we talking about the stuff that I just sent or something in the past? I don't remember. Peter McNabb, will I be able to get games like Fido's Adventure? Yes, and we're going to talk about that in the news. So hold on to that thought just a little bit longer. Man, I'm 4 minutes back. You guys are in here crazy chatting. I'm engaged with the chat a lot, but when I had Ben on, I couldn't do it. I hope everyone understands. We went 2 hours and I didn't do any other stuff. So that was crazy. I'm glad we got all that in. Oh, I can't wait. Give me a heads up because I watch your stuff, but I don't want to miss that. Especially if you're live, I need a heads up, sir, because I don't want to miss that. SAD is form of clinical depression related to time change and lack of sun. No joke. My sleep pattern doesn't change. So whether it's early or late, funny looking. You never know what's coming out of my mouth. I'm a little more tame on YouTube, but outside of that, you never know what I'm going to say. I'll tell you that. I was just so tired of being reamed up the yin-yang by the blades and the spikes in that game. Oh, you need to watch my video. I have a no death run. Mike has one still posted, I believe. Those are impressive. Did you ever try the fast mode? Because that one is nuts. And once you get used to that, the regular feels like you're playing. You ever play like Burger Time or the early games where you didn't hit disc and you hit like 1 or 3 or whatever it is, and everything feels like it's slow motion? To me, it screws me up. I can't play games like that. Once I got used to the fast, I couldn't go back to the slow. Horse Stream Live, even in the arcade, I watched way more than I played. I think we all watched in the arcade, did the whole stick the quarter up there and got yourself in line. But even when you weren't playing, it was still fun to watch people play. Cloud people, you do better than I do. I'm still at 2 times. At least we've seen proof on one of them. I usually kick that game's butt. But here, the last time I failed. It's all the randomness, which is cool because you can't ever just master it. Thanks for the heads up, Roger. I've removed my reminder for next week's horse racing. Before bed, Casey likes to beat him. Okay. At least you didn't say the other part. No more continues. Yeah, a bunch of recently featured games at PRG. I'm hoping I can buy for the sprint. Maybe they'll mail out overlays for us ROM buyers. Fingers crossed. I'm not sure on that one, but we'll get into the rest of it shortly. And beat him and cheat him. I watched an interview with Ben from a Chinese restaurant on Saturday. Did you get in trouble? It's my rule. No phones, no devices at the table, but I'm not going to lie. Sometimes if it's an important show or something big, I try to watch and my family's quick to tell me, no phones, no devices. It's your rule. And I'm like, I know, but I got to listen to this. Mike would be reamed up the hoo-ha. Woo! Michelle. You wouldn't believe what comes out of my mouth. Maybe not, but I believe what goes into it. Oh, good. We're almost caught up. I thought I was way behind. Pose laughing. Actually, Bliss, I did really well. No reaming. I'm against the time change. I know. I wish they would just get rid of it. I keep hearing talk about it. I know they say for the farmers or whatnot, but it's like, I would be happy if we just stayed the same. I don't know if, I know I'm not alone on that, but I don't know how many people. Okay. Whew. That was a lot of stuff. Here we go again. Mr. Poestyle, no reaming, but everyone was talking about my b-hole last night on the show. Yeah, they were. Brian F., my name is B-E-N. I spell it Ben. B-E-N. Ben. Daylight savings time needs to end. Just stay the same all year. Whatever it is, it is. All right, where are we at? In television news. It's been so long, I forgot we had to move on. All right, so what do we have in the news? I don't think we have anything I need to talk about. We need to show stuff. Let's hope it's all still there. All right. So, in the news, we're going to do what we always do first, except for last week, I don't think I did. It is Mission X, which I really wanted to play, and I went live Tuesday, played PRG games. I went live Thursday. Both times I didn't read the manuals. That's where that picture, if you know, you know, comes from. I took a lot of crap for that, but sometimes I just like playing them first, and these were the first times I've really played these games. Some of them I was doing videos on, I had them early, but those I didn't. And I like to play them first and then go read. And you believe after those two streams, I read them now. And I only learned one thing that you can also kick, but it's also the same button. You're just got to be close. And Princess Lydie. So we got Mission X anyway. And I had that stream on Saturday. I didn't get to play Mission X. And it was also Halloween. And we had other family stuff going on. The guys were here working. It's like, I just couldn't get the game in. And I love Mission X. I had it as a kid. I love shooters. So Romaine, 122,880. I don't have a high score logged. I know I've gotten fairly high. I can't remember what my scores are, though. I was looking it up before this to see where I'd fit in, at least with my high score. Stefano, 118,270. You got Mike, Tiata, 59,100. Alan O'Neill, 45,040. Cliff Huxtable, 32,440. Cristiano Colombo, 24,350. Kirk Kietsky, met him at the Midwest Gaming Classic earlier this year, 23,820. Darwin Gushard, 18,460. Sorry if I'm butchering any names, guys. Jose Luis Perez Mateo, 8,150. And DJF Forster, 5,480. I can't remember what the game is. Guys, what's a game this week? Does it say right here? Currently playing Popeye until 11-9. Popeye, Mr. Poestyle, I expect a video or a score in there. I want to be saying your name. If I see Popeye, I think Poe. It just happens. All right, what else we got next? Oh, of course. Oh, geez. I don't know why this resets. The first one worked, and now I'm... Let me see here. It won't take me long. I know what all these are, so... All right. Intellivision Revolution. So something happened. If you guys have noticed, a lot of us can't make posts. There are no admins. My own stuff is in here. I've got 11 posts. I can't even post on my personal for some reason. So if you can't post, you know why. Some people's stuff's still going through. But right now, I'm waiting. I'm hoping it eventually says, hey, there's no admin here. Would you like to be admin? Because I'm very active. Someone hopefully will get that. If I don't, and then maybe we can sort it out and I can get, I was an admin before. So if you guys didn't know, that's what's going on there. If you don't get an answer on something or you report something or your post doesn't get approved, you know why. Right now, we're leaderless. Most of you can still post, though, luckily. Where am I at here? All right, 8-bit widgets. I believe that one. All right, so right here, the NT-NES. I have a prototype. I'll show you guys here. Let me make it bigger for you. This thing is great. I'll be getting the regular version here shortly, but here you can see the final versions. This was set up that we saw like at PRGE. They actually daisy chain them 4-player gun games. These are delayed a little bit. They're doing some last minute tweaks. And if you got one at PRGE, you need to reach out to Caleb, and he's doing a no cost. You send it to him, and then he'll fix it and send it back. No cost to you. If I'm wrong, please don't ask me for it, but I'm pretty sure he said it's no cost. Reach out to him and ask him. It doesn't affect game or the gun play at all. It's something to do with the controller at the same time. They got to fix something on there, tweak it. So if you want to get yours fixed and you got one at PRG, reach out to him. Don't forget. You can also just use it and bring it back next year at PRGE if you're going to be going again. So this was something else. We've talked a little bit about it in chat. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. I'll catch up with you guys right now. Ooh, lots of stuff. Mission X I got in 1985. Daylight Savings, and There's a Reason to Believe. Oh, there's even more. I wasn't all the way back. I like it. If it wasn't for DST, school kids would be walking in the dark. Yeah, that would suck, I guess. It's the fault of one senator. But we could also, I don't know. There's got to be a way. It's like, I hate it. Stay the same time year round, but standard time, not DST. Whatever it had to be, I'm fine. I don't care which one. Just let's leave it the same. Someone ratted you out to me. That's why I came back and yelled at you. Got that one. Mission X I got in 1985. I don't remember when I got it, but I had it. If they went DST year-round, the sun wouldn't even come up until after 9 a.m. here in January. Woo! That's pretty late. Got to go cook some dinner and eat. Do you deliver? Because the wife's at work. And I guess that's something else I could have said in the personal update. I still can't go terribly long because the wife is on swing and stuck there probably through the end of November, because when the kids are out for break, she has to be on swing when the kids are out, or whenever there's contractors here. Somebody has to be here to let them in and out and lock up the place and make sure all our stuff stays, like my tutor vision. I'll be here for a while, especially if you bring me some food. Just bring it right on up and we will eat it live. I remember that Nick used to always eat on stream. Every time they'd go live on the old shows, it was dinner time for him. He just say my name, Mr. Poestyle. You talking about that name or your real name? Or are you singing? What's TJ making for? Ooh, you need 2 to be alone? No, you only need 1. That's what Mike always says. Burgers with some nachos too. Ooh, instead of fries. I'm hungry. It's about dinner time for me already. I told the kids, don't be eating crap down there. We'll do something for dinner whenever the show's over. We got a few more weeks, and then it'll be back to the wife making dinner. I like that on Mondays. Burger time. Sounds familiar. Yeah, my stomach started growling when I read burgers. I got one from PRGE. That sounds delicious, TJ. 2 of the best food groups. Yes. It's compatibility with a Famicom multi-button controller. Yeah, so it's you'll be able to use the NTNES. It's not going to affect much, but if you get affected or you can't wait till next PRGE, he will take care of it. It didn't get a regular release yet, so for anyone wanting to buy one now, reach out to 8-Bit Widgets. And wife is out swinging. Got it. She better not be. Woo! No, so let's get back to this news. We kind of got sidetracked. There's a lot of chat going on, which is great. So we saw this a while back. Some of it got changed, but introducing Revolution Digital. This is one of the big Intellivision publishers. With the Sprint, you've got all kinds of people talking about ROM packages. There's going to be a lot larger audience for the ROMs. So this is one of the cool side effects of the Sprint is you're going to see more ROMs for sale, ROM packages to be exact. Whether or not I've heard things of you know, maybe like some kind of little box or some kind of new box, and you can have like a USB key and maybe a label on it. Maybe it might even come with a manual and overlays, but you know, no physical cart. I'm really curious to see what's going to be popular, what these guys are going to do, and I'll definitely keep you posted. Of course, I'll be buying all those and showing them off. So right here, this was the first one I saw, and I saw this. I think the first time I saw it was right after PRGE. So I know he's changed it because here at the bottom, there I am. At the bottom, he's like, this thread needs deleted. The new final name has changed. So there might be another one, but this is the one that I knew of. So this is the one I was going to talk about. And what's the next one? Oops. Hopefully you guys didn't see that. Oh, here we go again, changing on me. All right. Give me a second, guys. I don't know why Facebook does this to me. It didn't used to. So speaking of ROMs from publishers, November 1st, we got this post from Electronite Games. The following ROMs are currently available by emailing electronite@hotmail.com. We're working hard to update our website to be ready for the Intellivision Sprint console. Canadians are encouraged to contact us to use Canadian dollars and is it Interact? I don't use that. I think I used it once for Electronite, but that was it. PayPal, Interact are currently only methods of payment. We're considering putting together a package of physical manuals, overlays, and a USB thumbstick drive for our games. Some people may note certain Electronite games are no longer on the list. This can be due to ownership changes and or licensing agreements. So here's what's available November 2025. A Tale of Dragons and Swords, AF, Cat Attack, DK Arcade, D2K Arcade, Defender of the Crown, is it Hover Bobber? Match 5, Infiltrator, Ninja Odyssey, Paddle Party. Sounds like something Poe and Mike would play. Robot Army, Star Mercenary, Steamroller, The Lost Caves of Croz, and Pandora Incident. Lots of great games there. If you want to be ready for the sprint, definitely reach out and start talking to these publishers. If you don't see anything, ask them. It can't hurt. And I'll definitely be letting you guys know what's available and when as I see it. That's definitely going to be hot topics. Everything sprint related on the show. I mean, we're still, like I said earlier, we're still going to be doing regular stuff, but the sprint's going to be the hot topic. Everything that comes out news-wise, what works, what doesn't, what games are available, how they're doing it. We're going to be talking about all of that, of course. So next up, let me try one more time. All right, still no Intellivision Collector. If you're checking the website right now, it is offline. I'm sure it'll be back up soon. And there is Deadly Dogs and Dreadnought Return are available. Deadly Dogs is like the secret game in Dig Dug when you press a certain key combo, and it's Tron Deadly Discs with the Deadly Dog inserted as your character. But that's a complete CIB, gatefold, and manual overlays, everything. Pretty cool. I believe that one was 50, maybe 55. Don't quote me. I haven't seen it in a while. The Dreadnought Return is a game hack from David Harley. He takes a game that we already love and makes it even better. Most of the time, most every change. Sometimes there's a little change you may not agree with, but he does great work. He adds new life to these games. He's so many games that he's done. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm playing this game again. So that one is available as well. Those are the two new games. You can also have your choice of mini ROM packages in Intellivision Collector. So be sure to check that out. If it's still offline, give it a little bit of time and check again. It never stays down long. Okay, so that's all I've got for the news. Let me show you a high score here. This is my high score currently for Phoenix. And if you've played Phoenix, you know it's not easy to get them. I know there's Keith, Crash 7, that's over 100,000. For a while, he was 50, then 60, 68, I think it was, and now he's over 100. My current high score, although I kept thinking I went over 30 a little bit, but the one I could find was 29,940. Phoenix, speaking of that, I forgot to talk about that. Also, Electronite, looking soon for Phoenix, which is not an Electronite game, and Pumpkin Trilogy 2, which I believe is. But those we'll see. Those saw a limited release at PRGE, but some of us have them. Most of you haven't been able to get them yet. That will be coming soon, so be on the lookout for that. Let me catch up on chat now, and then we will move into mail call. I am going to get to that. I have that listed. I have that listed to talk about in another segment. But yeah, I'm glad you're here. So we might as well do it now. Make sure you watch. We'll do it now and later. Mike's Gaming Gala is going to have a video out on ROMs for the Sprint. And definitely you want to check that out. Like I said, everything Sprint related is hot right now. And there's going to be lots of information, especially after the console releases. So watch for Mike's Gaming Gala on Thursday. And again, we'll talk about that later as well. Love me a paddle party. I knew you would. That Electronite news sounds awesome. I'll follow up on that. Yeah, you just got to send an email and, say I'd like these games. Send you a total. Boom, you get them in your email. More is coming. More is coming. Intellivision Collector has a ton already from his own, from other people. There's also nanochess.org. I think he still has some free ones there, and the games that he sells are fairly cheap. Intellivision.us, that is another great one for free full games and cheap games. But Mike will give you all the dirty details on Thursday, but those are the ones that I can think of right away. And I know we're going to see Intellivision Revolution soon, and that's going to be awesome to be able to play all these. You'll be able to get them complete in the box if you want. You'll be able to get the ROMs. Pretty much make everyone happy, which is, that's that. I love it when everyone's happy. Deadly Dongs. Bliss needs to get Deadly Dogs. Oh, yeah. You told me that. I got Princess Lydie today. That game is fun. If you don't know, we're going to do a Homebrew Highlight, and it is on Princess Lydie, and we'll give it a little bit of gameplay. And I've read the manual. Both are Homebrew Inc. games. Okay, thanks, Mike. William's probably going to yell at me later. I knew the one wasn't, but I couldn't remember what the other one was. Both Homebrew Inc. games then. I'm getting a small Homebrew Intellivision collection. No, you've got a pretty big one there, Phil. You've got bigger than a lot of people. It'll cost less to produce. ROMs are definitely cheaper, but when you've got that USB stick, there's still a cost there. When you're printing the manuals and the overlays, there's still a cost. I imagine it to be cheaper than a CIB game, of course, but I mean, time's going to tell what gets released. Luke says, my website will be down for a while longer. Major server crash. I'll need most likely until the weekend to get everything back online. This was a bad one. Ooh, I didn't think that I had seen that image. So I was wondering, I tried to reach out in the group to get a hold of you. But I saw that like a little before I went live. I figured if you ended up being in here or somebody knew, then we would tell everyone. So yeah, look probably until the weekend. I'll try to do a post. I'm sure Papa Pete will as well when that goes back up, because people are going to be wanting to buy those new games, and there's ROMs, that's for sure. Yeah, every once in a while stuff like that happens. It sucks, but Kurt says, I can't wait to get Luke's new games, especially Deadly Dogs. I don't know if I have it. I don't know where I put it. Where did I stick it? I've got so much stuff that I haven't put away recently. I don't even know what I did with it. Phil has a big one, says Poe. I've heard the opposite, Poe. Oh, boy. Here we go. You got a pretty big one, Phil. Kelly sitting next to me says, easy now. Easy. Blob. I have that. I'm okay with playing it. I just can't right now. Yeah, my wife hears a few things too. All right. Normally it's the other way for us, but I'll definitely do that. Like I said, it was right before I went on. So either way, good to tell people, hey, don't freak out. It's going to come back up. He keeps sending me pics in Discord. Oh, jeez. Yeah, but they're not those. Chuck doesn't believe it's real. Oh, boy. I have lost my train of thought. All right. Let me see if this is going to work. I'm going to show you guys what I've got. I'm going to show you guys some packages, but not Phil's. Wrong one. All right. So I don't have a lot of stuff. That one will show my address. This is a magazine. It's either a Crash or Next. Oh, good. This is the Next. Oh, the annuals. So the whole reason I get this magazine, well, I do have a Next console. Make sure I'm in frame here. I'm not used to using this. Right here, let's flip to the back. Oh, he's not in the back this time? What the? TJ, I know you're not here, but where'd you go? Usually, at least for several issues, there he is. Maybe there's like extra pages or something. There's TJ. We just saw him in chat. He has a 2-page, he has a nice spread. Every magazine. So I love TJ. I buy everything that comes out about him, for him, by him. Next up, I thought it was a good deal. I grabbed another 7800 plus because it was like $75 on Amazon. It was on sale. And whenever I grabbed it, I realized I didn't have this game yet. So I grabbed Super Circus Atari. And then right after this, I found out Woot has them for $59. I'm like, really? So I ordered 2 more from Woot. Those will be here eventually. Go back to this one. And then I've got this guy. That was a Costco purchase. We have the Pac-Man version over there. It's not just Pac-Man. There's a lot of games on it. This one, what does it have? This was quite fun getting it up here. Attic stairs, by the way. Pac-Pal, Super Pac-Man, Galaga, Galaxian, Galaga, what is that? 99.8. Pac-Mania, Dig Dug, Pac-Man Plus, Dig Dug 2, Mappy, and what the heck is that? King and Balloon? I don't even know what that is. Hopefully you guys can hear me not facing the mic. But that's it, I think. I didn't find any other stuff. Sometimes I just stuff stuff up here and I forget about it, but I think that's all of it for mail call. Oh, I'm on the little screen. What the heck? I shouldn't be on the little screen. Oh, I know why. Was I on the little screen for the other part too? Jesus. I forgot to take the picture off. Let me show you again, because I think I was. Let's see. Something always has to happen, because on my screen, yes, it was. On my screen where I was looking at that, it looked fine. But over here on this other screen, it didn't. So let me do that again really quick like. Sorry, guys. It's always something. So next magazine. TJ has a nice spread. Now I'm looking at StreamYard instead of OBS, so I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. But I love these magazines. I get this one. I get Crash. And I get Retro Gamer from the UK, I think it is. And I get Old School Gamer, which they are great. There are a lot of shows. Here are the other 2 things I got. Another 7800 plus. I thought I was getting a good deal. Like I guess you guys heard me. You just didn't see it. So 2 more on the way. There is Super Circus Atari. I don't think you're still going to see that. If you guys know this game, you know it. I don't think I've played it. I'm looking forward to trying it. I have my 7800 plus and my 2600 plus out. I think it's still over here. Let's go back to full screen. Yes, I have them right here. Boop, boop, boop. I am going to finally try to do the update so I can start playing champ games and other homebrews, because I got a ton of cool games from Atari Age, Audacity games. I think that one will play regardless. Champ games. Can't remember. I've got some other stuff too. So I'm looking forward to trying them. I need to figure out the update thing. I've never done it, or I haven't done it as of yet. Yeah, I've got a little one. I know. No more continues. All right. I hope you're still here. I know it's been a few minutes, but thanks for coming in, and we'll see you in the next one. Yep, I'm little. Still talking about my Intellivision collection, otherwise wishful thinking, Poe, Mike, and Bart. I probably started that, but now I can see TJ spread. We all saw it. He's not even here to enjoy it. I bet he's tingly right now, though. Our private Discord isn't that racy, sadly. It's all the live streams. Maybe tonight if I'm feeling frisky. Hey, welcome back. Do you think Atari will release the same game? I don't believe so. They're going to be separate. I know that Atari, or I guess I shouldn't say I know. I'm fairly certain that they're going to be releasing homebrews. We know they are. They've told us. But as far as the details, who knows? There's going to be a sprint stick or whatever they called it. And after that, I know we're getting more releases from Atari Age. We've got Akalabeth, Akalabeth. I every time I say that darn game's name, I can't remember how it's supposed to be said. Even Atari Age, they're not even sure. The different ones will tell you different things. So it's like everyone says it a little bit different. So, yeah, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible that would have to be redone. It would be cool to get some of those games. Maybe they could get people to like port them over, but if it's a unique game like Mr. Run and Jump, I would love to play that one. But yeah, I think they're going to all be separate. That would be my guess. We'll find out in short time if I'm right or not. If anyone else has heard anything, throw it in the comments. Be good to know. All right. Now I've lost track again. Okay. Let me get these off here. I'm still not used to using this screen, and now I've got to use it for the Homebrew Highlight. So Homebrew Highlight, I'm just going to switch this over again. I got to make sure that I'm not tiny again. All right, you guys are seeing it right. So here is Princess Lydie. So you've got the box. You've got the back of the box. It shows a couple gameplay screens. 1 or 2 players. So I brought my son up here yesterday, and we played 2 players, and that was pretty fun. He loves this game. He's 13. He likes a lot of retro stuff. Here is the full color manual. So that was fun playing 2 players. I figured there's probably not a lot of us that have tried that already, but I figured I'd bring my son up, and I actually made him come up, and he loved it. So we'll definitely be playing more of that soon. Here is the cart. Looks like a recycled shell. It definitely is. For those of you that care about that sort of thing. So now, let's try it a little bit. I don't want to flash you guys. All these words, I know Poe and Mike are going to be going nuts. This is a remote. Is this a remote? Are they both remotes? I don't know. All right. Gameplay. I had to turn it on. Now I got to turn it up. Hopefully not too loud. Every game's different. That's one thing I can't stand. One game I have to turn it like 70 something for you guys to hear it. And then another one has to be like at 35. I'm not a fan of the font. I keep saying that, I know. But I love this wavy thing on your selection. I do love that. It's very fluid. Louder. Normally when you guys... that's my next thing. I keep talking about it. I'm going to get sound going through the computer like I do this virtual camera and OBS. I got to get the sound working through there as well, but I still don't have it. Hopefully you guys can hear it. So you've got to land on them. And then, much like Joust, you'll see like this circle thing, and you got to get to it before they turn back into the enemy. And if you're close, you can see your little Lego pop up. I thought it was a separate button, but you literally just close to them, you can actually kick them. That time I missed it. Wherever you pop through, at the bottom of the screen, you're going to appear at the top, come back into play. How the heck? Uh-oh, my time's running out. That's not good. I'm not going to make this one. Oh my gosh, first level. You have a timer there in the middle. We're not going to miss the first level this time. Too much talking last time. There we go. I annihilated that one. You have password system. Lets you continue where you left off. 1 or 2 players. This game is great. Woo. Let me get back over here. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? I was a remote until I grew up and moved out on my own. Kelly asked why we were even watching if you aren't going to flash us. She's a perv, sorry. Is Kelly really there, Bart? I mean... Princess Itty Bitty Titty versus the One-Eyed Monsters. Oh, boy. All right, let's play a little bit more. That's definitely different coming back from a pause screen. Oh, come on. Died twice, trying to land on him. All right, we're about here. I want to kick the guy, but I don't want to die either. So that one I ended up kicking. Oh, come on. Cheaters! We're almost through that one. 2 players, at least. I don't know if there's different options. I think it's all the same. It's just cooperative. I'm pretty sure it was just 1 score. Aww. At first, we were trying to compete with each other and pushing each other around, and I'm like, dude, let's just work together. He's competitive just like me, go figure. Got them both. Oh, come on. Ooh, they're about to come back, too. Lydie newsletter at Puny Pines. More monsters, but I'll go on. Bonus stage. So just like, this reminded me of Joust as well, when you had to go pick up all the eggs. So there we go. I actually made that one. You gotta watch. You gotta watch who's at the top, who's at the bottom. Fireball will get you. I really, really like this one. Can I get back up? Oh, I can. I don't even think I knew that. Oh, they got me. Uh-oh. Oh, right when it came back. It's gonna happen again. Got him. Uh-oh. Chris, what's going on, Lathe? Good to see you, sir. One of our brilliant minds in the Intellivision community. She is. Poe needs a cold shower. That's like every day, I think. Mice Gaming Gala. Kelly's a perv, and yet she was the first person to contribute to Bart's OnlyFans to make him keep his clothes on. She's probably already seen it enough. Chris says, I always say, I just read it, but I got to call you Lathe. Still recovering from MGG's interview of me at PRGE. That was on TutorVision. So if you haven't seen Mike's TutorVision video, check it out and you can meet Lathe. Normally our kilt wearing Intellivision buddy, but he says it was too cold. Usually we at least see it once, and it's definitely unique. That was supposed to be kept on the down low, Mike. You did great, Chris. Very informative. Loved your demonstration. There's not many people that know more technical details than Lathe. Watch out. They get knocked down, but they get up again. How do you respond to people on YouTube? If you're doing it from a phone, you're talking about like the @ whenever someone, I don't think you can do it. I can't do it on my iPhone. If you're on a computer, you can do the little @ symbol, shift the number 2, and then start typing someone's name. But I've been able to do it from my phone. If anyone knows how to do it, let me know. Phil says to Poe, beat him and eat him isn't a game, it's a hobby. Oh, to Poe, beat him and eat him isn't a game, it's a hobby. I wussed out on the kilt. Like I told you, at least it would have been cold enough. You wouldn't have been hanging out of it. You would have been safe. All right, let's do a little bit more. What time is it? 6:12? One more. This one is one of the first ones that you don't get to go back. You have to climb back up. Which I thought was pretty cool because it's something different. Ooh, got him just in time. All right. Homebrew Highlight's not supposed to be a lengthy gameplay. That was usually more than what I do, but I really like that game, and I haven't got to play it enough. I need to play with it a little more often. So, so yeah, are you on a computer? That will work if you are. I think they need to fix that. Just like they recently fixed where you could become a member on phones. You couldn't before, at least I couldn't. Most people couldn't, but they need to fix that @ thing. Beat 'em and eat 'em. Artificial intelligence videos were fun. If you know, you know, and you wish you didn't. AI stuff. Yeah, that's a whole nother group, Lathe. Oh, boy. I've seen most of what he's talking about. All right. Too many screens. I'm on the right screen now. Discussion topic. We're going to talk about the Sprint console. Let's check. And on that note, let's check and see where we're at. Where is it? Why do I not see the... Is it still there, guys? I'm not seeing the poll. Did I somehow stop it? Let me go to the regular chat and see if it works. I'll try to pause it before it goes live. No extra sounds. Where the heck did it go? The poll is gone. That's weird. Who ended the poll? I didn't do that. All right, so the poll, I see it. I can see it over here. It says 58 votes. 53% have ordered 1, 33% 0, 9% 2, and 5% 3 or more. Why that disappeared, I have no clue. You closed it and I won. I didn't share the worst. Oop, I'm trying to highlight comments and I'm over on the YouTube page, not the StreamYard. Poe says you closed it and I won. I didn't share the worst AI videos, save them onto my laptop. What do you mean you were hiding stuff? With all the posts that went, I didn't think you guys were hiding anything. Casey made an AI of Michelle. That one I will show. Did I show that on stream? Or I can't remember what I did. I don't think I have it to throw it up. I'll have to remember that. All of a sudden, Mike, boom, had the wig. I had to redo it a couple times. The wig was close to Michelle's. You were one of the zeros. It's going to be good. I don't think you'll have a problem getting one, but I can't wait for mine. Poestyle 1, he's the pole dancer. You have cameras. I'll send you the link, buddy. You know everyone wants to see that. Okay, let me turn it off. Speaking of that. All right, so let's get back over. We saw the poll now. I'm curious, like, do you guys have any other questions after the interviews, all the videos? Does anyone in here have questions on the Sprint? Because, man, it's been a long time since we've been able to be excited for an Intellivision console. I mean, I guess it wasn't all that many years ago. That one didn't end up too well. But for the first time in a long time, I'm excited about some hardware. So let's get back over here to web pages. So if you guys don't know, this is the Atari Age Sprint. There's lots of different threads here. We'll start going through some of them. We'll chat, talk about whatever questions you guys have coming up. Ben should be in a lot of these as well. There's one talking about the firmware. The firmware, we already learned that. It's going to be super easy. You're going to stick it in there. It's going to update. Boom. It's not going to be near as hard as a 2600 plus or the 7800 plus, which is nice because not everyone's technically inclined. So also, if something weird happens and you brick your console, they have it built in. For those of you that didn't hear already, there'll be a key combo. You stick in a certain process, and it'll be in the manual, I think. You can reset it to 1.0. 1.0 is built in. So no matter what happens, they've thought about that already with some of the other products. When you've had bricking your consoles is not fun. So that will not happen, hopefully, to the Sprint. So let's go ahead. The biggest one in here is this one here. And a lot of this is older stuff. We'll just look at the newer stuff. People talking about placing their orders. Can't wait. It's available in Canada. It's available from one place, I think. I thought it was going to be Amazon. In Australia, the name is eluding me. I was just reading it too. Game End or Endgame, or there's some place that's, I guess they have the exclusive in Australia. But being able to get it's king. It sucks whenever you live somewhere and you want to order the console and you can't pick it up because it's not available in your area. But I can tell you, if you do the Amazon thing, it's not going to be right away. I don't know how quick Atari Age will be shipping these out, or if we're going to get them fairly close to the date. But I know whenever you do it, some of us that have already done on Amazon, you pre-order it, and then it says you'll get an email with your estimated shipping date. So if anyone has received their date, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Here's FDR for Prez. He's American and very price sensitive. Any reason to buy off Atari.com, having to pay shipping over buying on Amazon, maybe, and getting free shipping, maybe just because of the fact that you'll get it sooner, if that's something that you're caring about. But Amazon, I also get, everything I spend on Amazon, which is a lot, I get a percentage back, which I do love that. But of course, I've got some coming from every way possible. Whichever one gets here first, gets here first. I'll get to you guys in chat here in a second. There's some new. Does anyone know if it's been covered? Will we get able to put ROMs into folders? That is hopefully a thing. He is gonna ask about that, because when you have that many ROMs, man, it's so much nicer to have them in folders. You could have original homebrews, you can have Activision, Imagic, you can 5-star games, 4-star games, stuff you've already beaten, and you want to have all the games that you want to play in one folder at the current time. However you want to do it, it'd be nice to have that option when there's that many games on there. If not, I'm just USB sticks are cheap. Have a few of them, do whatever you want to do, and do it that way. But I think having the artwork, I'm pretty sure that's a for sure thing gonna happen. As soon as I get my hands on one, I'll be showing everything like that off. Everything we can think of to throw at it, we'll try. And we'll, like I said, lots of sprint content. How do you do this? How do you do that? We'll show videos step by step, talking about it. We're going to figure things out together. Other people are going to show me stuff. I might show a few people things, but we'll learn together. That's for sure. Here's something about JZ INTV. So I did ask that question. Is the emulator going to be locked down, or will we have possibly access to some of the different things that you can do inside the emulator? So we'll definitely hear back from that one. I can tell you that some of on the early versions, I don't know what that was. Maybe I didn't do the USB stick, but someone did. I think it was INT, and that should work, I was told, but it didn't work at PRGE. But the ones that Luke had on there were ROMs and bin and configs, and that's what we tested. All the homebrews, different variations, they all worked. It was simple. Second and a half at the most. They popped up. There's my promoting the video interview with Ben. Here's Rev saying, ordering from Amazon, you're pretty much guaranteed no human will touch it with greasy fingers. They are firing everyone and getting AI bots. Hopefully not. Just pre-ordered the Sprint in Australia. There it is, Gamesman. It's on the Gamesman website, gamesman.com.au, Intellivision Sprint video game console. They're well known, but not really a retail store. Other bigger franchises are not stocking the Sprint in Australia. No idea if it will be more widely available after launch. Yeah, I don't know if that if they have it just that exclusive right away, or if it's like permanent. Who knows? To me, it's always crazy whenever someone does an exclusive like that. Let them be sold everywhere. More eyes are going to get on them. More people are going to buy them. I get exclusive stuff, but you think you'd want it everywhere. Arcade develop tool, be involved again with the firmware updates. I think it's going to be something super simple, but I'm looking forward to trying that. There's most likely there's going to be one fairly quickly after launch. Let's get back to chat real quick. Trying to find the right spot. I love classic gaming, just not a gamer myself. Loves watching. Some people are watchers. My boy, actually, for several years, he had an iPad. Didn't read yet. Didn't really play games yet, but he would sit there for hours watching other people play Minecraft. By the time that kid actually started playing games, he knew everything about everything. First time he played. I haven't gotten a date email. I wonder when that is. Oh, Mike says December 9th on his. That's when it's going to ship, or when you should receive it. TORQ says if the Sprint does allow ROMs and folders, it'll either need to duplicate all other supporting folders, images, summary, box art, etc. in each ROM subfolder, or you'll still be limited to 250. Mike says ROM and bin config are by far the most common, so all good there. Yeah, those are the two. Anything else? And I think there's some files they're just renamed. So they're actually one of these. Like, is it INT? That's just a renamed, is it a bin or config? I can't remember which one's which. Some of them are just renamed files. I grabbed the SDK that allows you to convert INT files into ROM if you have a config for it. Okay, yeah. There's ways to transfer them all around, but if it plays them all, just stick them on however they are. Should receive it December 9th for Amazon in Canada. That's awesome. That's why I ordered it in multiple spots. whatever gets it to me here first. That's what we're going with. I definitely want to be there. Intellivision Sprint game instructions. This one's from Rev. Rev put a lot of these in here. A quick overview and a website link, like the Intellivision flashback. It's showing possible for different games. Quick. Shows just a little bit of it. Here's what we showed you earlier. Revolution Digital. This was on the 26th, but we need to find if there's a new one or why he's saying to delete that. I saw it when we were live, so I'll message him and figure that out. Does anyone want PC UAE on this console? Emulation Station has now been added. Pardon the silly question, but what is PC UAE? Project Carousel USB. I don't know about that. I know about the Game Station Pro, but I don't know about anything related to that. Intellivision Gamers live sprint interview with Ben by Rev. Oh, thanks, Rev. Appreciate that, buddy. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't put anything up there. Can I click? Oh, I must not be logged. I'm not logged in on this page. That's awesome. Appreciate that, buddy. Someone's asking if you think they'll sell enough to be different colors. I don't think so. And I don't know if they're talking like, would there be an Intellivision 2, or I believe at first they were wanting to do the Intellivision 2 and it was decided on the original, which I like better, but I mean, I would have been happy either way. Rev says, don't know, but I do know it will sell more than a Miko. Selling more than 0 doesn't necessarily help with making variant models. I mean, I suppose if it started selling everywhere, tons of them, they may. But, I mean, I would guess no. Talking about the source code. Because we know it's the JZ INTV emulator, which is the best one. What else is in here? Will Atari sell spare box overlay sets? That was something else we're going to get back on. Some people weren't even aware that they wear out. So that would be awesome because, I mean, you could sell those. It's not just people that might wear them out with a Sprint console. You also have people that are going to buy those to use on regular consoles, all the OG stuff. It's all the same size. So I feel confident that they would sell. Oh, yes, the overlay packs. Albert right here saying they'll be sold separately. That's awesome. I don't think Ben knew that. Maybe I'm mistaken. My collection will be getting a nice upgrade. BSR sells a certain pack also. And then, of course, you can also, there's lots of, oh boy, there's a Magic overlay sets, Revolution overlay sets. Of course, you've got all the Orphan overlay sets from Roger, Psycho Stormtrooper. You've got the CBS. There's a lot of overlay sets, so you can get them somewhere. I probably should have been logged into my account for this, but Sprint option screen, JZINTV options. I'm wondering what all the options will include. I'm really curious, like if they can open up some of the options, because the console we messed around with and tested at PRGE, you couldn't do many settings at all. I mean, you could put, I'm trying to remember what it was even on there. Mike, do you remember? Anyone else that played on it? The first thing I did was I went and made sure it was on 4.3, because I think the first one was on 16.9, or someone was playing with it and set it to 16.9. So yeah, definitely curious. And if we're going to get some settings, maybe we don't right out of the gate, but maybe we can get some in one of the updates. Be curious. Double-sided overlays. That was a big question. I still think that was a misprint. I don't think that'd really work well. And if you did, it would have to be this game and then on the back another game, because it really wouldn't work to have the same game. But yeah, I don't know. All the ones that we saw were single-sided, just like what we're used to. I'm curious to see that double overlay thing. Wireless controller thread. FDR for Prez said that they deserve their own thread. Good information. He asked the following questions. Do they have an estimate for the battery life? The battery life is going to be insane long. There's no indicator. It might start flashing. Again, that's something I don't think we asked about when your controller gets low. I don't know if something pops up, if it just flashes, but they will last a long time. If you have play for a few hours and put them back in the dock, you're never going to run out. The LED next to the sync button change color if the controller can be detected. So the left light is player 1, the middle light is player 2, and then the third light is I'm charging or I'm fully charged. I'd imagine the controller will go to sleep mode when not being used. I'm pretty sure, otherwise it wouldn't last too long if it was just on. But the battery life, Ben said, should be really, really long. Nobody, I mean, maybe Intellivision Dude or DJC, those guys play longer than anyone I know. Maybe if you're doing like that, but I don't think we're going to have numb thumbs before we do that. The controller thing, I hope they do replacement controllers. I keep pushing every time I get a chance. If we get a dongle that lets you use them on original consoles, people can, it's another way to make money off this. We need the consoles. Wireless would be awesome. Original consoles, no matter which one you have, it's Intellivision 2 Sears. The other consoles you can use the IntelliPort and use them as well. Replacement controllers for the Sprint. I think it should be done. The price, who knows? I mean, we'll do like some of the people do with the old flashback. Sometimes people are buying those, taking the controllers out, and then selling the console and everything else just to keep the controllers. I don't know how that works. I'll try it because I'll have multiples. Take the controller from one, dock it in. Does it sync up? I would expect it to. But again, that's some stuff. I'll definitely be trying all that kind of stuff. Everything we can think of. Definitely take one apart and have pictures of the controller and the console. We'll do everything once they get here. I wouldn't want to take it apart if I only had one, but having multiples, I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, there's no discussion right now, but I have talked to him about that a few times. I talked to him at PRG right away. That was one of my first thoughts. And then also I've talked to Ben about it. Stickler option. I wonder, that's another thing. I wonder if they'll work. If they're that much the same, that would be interesting. Right there I see the brand new 3D printed ones that I found on Gen X Grown-Ups video. I still have those. They're right down here. I need to do a video on those and try them. I hate using these, but I mean, if people want to and they fit, why not? Make everyone happy. If they fit, that'd be pretty good for some people. I hate using them. So let's go. There's the controllers. What else is in here? Looking ahead, the design for the NT Plus. We'll skip that because I just want to talk about the Sprint. Sprint games list. What's missing? So 45 titles is for 45 years. It's releasing on the anniversary. That's kind of why they did that. How they narrowed it down, who knows? But some of the games, even without licenses, probably should have been on there, but maybe there were reasons. But you can sideload everything. So this all these questions about ROMs and games, all of it I find irrelevant because you can sideload everything. Homebrews, original, all those free partial games, or some people are learning and they're just making a small game and they put it for free on Atari Age. Search Intellivision ROMs on Atari Age. You'll find all kinds of things. And you can try all of those. Everything will work. Oh, I guess I can't say everything yet. Everything should work. Oh boy, where'd it go? Which version of baseball? So that is the original baseball, which they probably should have used the World Championship. I love the original best, but having one or two players probably would have been the way to go. But it is the original baseball on there. Oh, yeah, dust cover. Someone needs to make one that properly fits. It'd be cool to have one of those ones. Like I have a lot of them. From the top down, they look like the console. when you set it on there, and I forget who makes those. There's probably multiple people, but I have like maybe 7, 8 of them. So when you're sitting there with the dust cover, it almost looks like the console sitting there, which I think those are pretty cool. Definitely going to need dust covers. How does, okay, Ben is in here. So let's look at this. How does the Sprint update the firmware? It's definitely easier than the Atari consoles because he told us that. Let's see what he had to say in here. Update from USB. No connection to a PC required. Super simple. You're going to have your USB stick. You're going to plug it in. It might have to be off when you turn it on or something. I mean, it's going to be super easy, which that's awesome because that whole connected to computer and all these different things, like that's a pain in the butt. And I'm on a Mac. I mean, I have PCs, but I mainly use a Mac and it only works on a PC, whereas USB stick's going to work anywhere. So I like that. So easy. Do it from anywhere. Like say I'm going to have one in every room. Like I am going to, but I can probably have that firmware update. Just go to every console, boom, boom, boom. I don't have to bring the consoles, unconnect them, bring them in here, disconnect them and bring them in. I can just do it where they're at. Let me catch up with chat here. I should have been back sooner, guys. Sorry. It's going to be a lot in here. Oh boy, there is. I need to remember, read some stuff, go back and look at the chat. Okay, we got all that part. Atari made hot sauces for 2600 games. My Ben suggestion was to make beers for Intellivision. What games should be? That would be pretty cool. Anything. I mean, I have to buy all that stuff, but I would definitely. Des, what's going on? Sorry for the delay. Been about 10 minutes since you came in. If you're still here, welcome. I was off in Atari Age Forum land reading a bunch of stuff. JTM, welcome. Does anyone know why? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like we keep talking about, you can sideload everything. They'll all work. Because the Dungeons and Dragons, obviously, they couldn't use that. But there are versions of those games that weren't branded. So, I mean, Cloudy Mountain could have been on there. That's one of the most popular games there is. That makes almost everyone's top 5, top 10 at least. But you can sideload it. You can play it. Probably saving other games to sell separately on USB. I think Ben said there was one 4-pack, the Sprint stick or whatever it was going to be called. And beyond that, there's nothing, well, either nothing in the works or nothing that they could talk about. Language and screen settings was also, yeah, there was that. But like, there wasn't like some of the settings where you could get in and change things in the emulator like we can on the PC. Are Mattel games that were included in every other compilation, so that would be weird. Well, the licensing thing is, you can't, like, especially like a company. I mean, some of people do it, but not companies. They're not going to put something that's protected or they don't own them. But sideloading covers all that. So, I mean, definitely problem solved. Can't say it enough. Sideload, sideload, sideload. What's the meaning behind the name Sprint? That one, yeah, it's already going to be answered, but that's like the Running Man, sprinting, running fast. So that's where they said that they had a few different names, and that's the one that they ended up with. Will the Tutor Vision game ROMs work? I don't think so, Roger, because we ran, or Luke did, I think it was, and then I did later. We ran diagnostics, and while it showed all the regular memory stuff, and it didn't say Tutor Vision, but it did say ECS and IntelliVoice, of course. But I don't think the Tutor Vision games, I don't think those are going to be there, but maybe it's possible because I think the emulator does it. Living Room Sports, what's going on, sir? Good to see you. Intellivision Gamer caught all of the Pokemon on Pokemon Go using Nokia 3310. Woo! Des, should I read this first? Bad Amigo joke. If Intellivision Sprint is for a running man, then Amigo should be renamed the Crawl. The current 4-pack is 4 games. Accidentally leaked. Accident. But is that even for sure thing coming? Who knows? Yeah, I mean, I still have tons of pre-orders. If it did ever, I don't think it ever will, but I have all the games on the other ways to play. I'd love to see the controller, but if it does come out, I have pre-orders that are still there. Oh, good. I'm almost caught up here. In my experience, side-loading box art is a real pain in the art. It should, I mean, I'll be showing everything on that. How to build a USB stick, actually showing videos of how everything works. It shouldn't be that bad. It was an accident. Yes, they're coming. I believe you, Mike. I was just giving you a hard time. All right, so let's head back over here just a little bit. It's 6:40. We're like an hour 40 in. Where did we leave off? Dust cover, sprint photos. I think we've all seen a lot of it, but let's see what he did here. He posted pictures of the box front and back. Someone said the Italian flag was wrong. That would be interesting. That was the weird thing at first. The cord doesn't have to go in when you cradle the controllers, and I imagine with the battery and all the other things flat, at first it just felt a little different, but it was nothing that bothered me whatsoever playing the game. You can see there, plugs in USB-C. That worked great. See if he has a picture of the light. I posted all these as well. Someone did. There it is. So you've got the USB port. That's where you sideload the ROMs. Port 1 and 2 with the adapters. That's where you're going to get... ooh, I didn't even pay attention to these sync buttons before. So that's how you're going to hook up different controllers if you have controllers go bad, I'm assuming. Ports 1 and 2 will be for the adapters for controllers. So it's interesting. With firmware updates, anything could be possible if they choose to do it. So definitely for that. Definitely want an AC adapter. I don't recommend plugging it into your TV if you know yours is okay and you're a tech guy, but some TVs are weird. It's yeah. I would use one of your power bricks. That's what I'm recommending. There's serial number 1. And these were early versions that we played with. They were not the final, but they still worked really well. Some of these are older ones. Overlays. A lot of overlays. They will be resold. Blue Sky Rangers, Mark Thompson put on there. They do sell them there. I have several of those. They also made boxes and a checklist for all of us CIB nuts. But overlays, same size. They'll be available. You'll be able to get them from Atari, BSR. You'll be able to find the packages on eBay for other ones. Yeah, I saw that too. That people were already posting. Of course, it's not right now. It's for when they're released. People are already trying to sell them. Their own version of a pre-order, I guess. Sprint USB thumb drive. ROMs. Rev was just showing like this is like a credit card type. I think it would be, a lot of people brought it up. Be cool to have like a little, have some, looks like a cart. I mean, it's, you're not going to see it. It's in the back of the console, but I think it would be cool if you're going to go in a box and do all these things. It'd be cool to have them look like an Intellivision cart, you know, like, just like an old cart, little tiny thing, and the USB thing sticking out on the side. I'm sure, or straight up, you know, something like this, but then you have like a little game box art on the front. I think that would be cool also. USB sticks, I mean, it's endless what you can do with those things. Still, we're going to open all these. Why is it called the Sprint? Because of the Running Man. The Sprint font. How did he figure that out? Play on. They must have had it. There is. Dare I click on this? Please be the right thing. So there's the Intellivision Sprint font. I'll have to grab that. It showed up for me. It didn't show up for Smog. All right. Controller support for emulators. That's another thing that we'd love to see. Like these controllers here, these digital screen controllers, 16 direction, you can plug these into the console. You can also run them on emulators. I think it's great to, I mean, especially if they're going to sell controllers, there's another way to sell a bunch more controllers. You got the Sprint guys, the OG console guys, you got the emulator guys. They all buy controllers. Sprint console box region variant versions. Can't even spit that out. So I'm curious. So right there, you see E for everyone. And then here is just like over, I know some countries have to have different markings and ratings to be able to be sold there. So I'm going to have to definitely find all those. Whatever there is, I got to have one of each. Woo, look at all those. Rev, darn you. If you're not a variant collector, you probably don't care about that. This was another question that was brought up in the Ben stream. Which version of Deep Pockets and King of the Mountain? Super Pro King of the Mountain would have been great, but I mean, I think that's from David Harley. Deep Pockets on the Intellivision seems complete. According to the developer, it's considered unfinished. It's also a fairly complex two-player game and has blocky colored squares, more graphics, a takeover. All right, let's catch up on chat. Remotes. I'm going to pin that. I don't want Mike to leave. Text World, can you plug in a USB Street Fighter style? See, I don't think so, but it's possible. As soon as I get my hands on one and all these adapters and different things, we know the emulator can do it. Whether or not they'll let us do it, I know they've tried, like Ben said in the interview, they've tried wireless Xbox or PlayStation 5 controllers, and most everything works. Obviously, you're not going to have the number pad, but a lot of the games, you don't need that anyway. So I'll be trying everything. I have so many controllers, arcade sticks, stuff made for the Intellivision, stuff made for some of these adapters, all the console stuff, arcade stuff. I'll be trying everything. Mr. Poestyle says, that's okay, I'm late for bed. I wouldn't ban you, sir. Timeout or anything. Yeah, Mike, variant collecting is a deep, dark hole. Right, Poe? Especially for Intellivision. Because there's no collector. I don't care how much money you have, how much time you have, how long you've been doing it. You will never have it all. It's both the cool thing about collecting Intellivision if you're a variant collector, and also the frustrating part. I like it because you're never going to run out of stuff to buy. You're never done. But, you know, like some consoles, you can be done. That's it. But Intellivision, I guarantee you, nobody has it all, nor will they ever. Some of the stuff is so obscure and rare. You know, there's so many games or things, and you're going to see one or two in like 10 years. And it's like, there's just no way. And then you think you have all of something, and something else pops up. We're like, whoa, didn't even know that existed. Oh, here we go on the holes again. Black hole. Not another discussion about Poe's hole. It's for sale, apparently. Are we talking about Poe's hole or something else? Who knows? Who knows? All right, guys. Amico is a scam. Get over it. I'm over it. I don't even talk about it. I wasn't even a YouTuber when that came up, luckily, because a lot of people took a lot of crap. I had pre-order almost like everybody else that was an Intellivision fan, but I am over it. Of course, I'll have them if they. I held one in my hands. That was a cool experience. I won't go into details, but I got to see it. I got to hold it. It was pretty cool. Not many people can say they've done that. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. So, what's going on with Revolution Digital? I saw the thing of the name change, and I saw you saying about deleting that thread. So, give us the scoop, Rev. Give us the scoop. What's going on with Revolution Digital? Is there another thread on there? Or is it still secret? What's going on, buddy? Living Room Sports. Intellivision Gamer caught all the Pokemon on Pokemon Go using a landline. Oh, boy. The sprint was the last nail in the Amico coffin. The sprint's killing lots of things. The ultimate flashback, there's really not a need for it. That thing costs way more than the sprint. Sprint can do everything and even better with those wireless controllers. Pretty much the same kind of a product as well. So, I mean, just the service was $150 alone. Plus, you had to have the flashback. You know, it's just the sprint's it's filling a gap. A much appreciated nail, says Mike's Gaming Gala. Waiting on Rev to answer. Come on, Rev. Don't leave us hanging. Is there going to be another thread? You're going to have news soon. What's going on with Revolution Digital? Give us the scoop, buddy. Give us the scoop. We all want those good games. The sprint, there's going to be so many people. We'll have to point them all in the right direction. Did somebody say taco? I can't play that, or I would. But I can do this.
This is all Casey's fault!
He was so messed up that night. I think that was probably one of the nights that Roger and I did it. No? Are you saying you're not doing it now? There's no information? I'll assume. Yeah, Eric, it's all Casey's fault. All right, guys. Well, if there's nothing else. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. So, upcoming shows. I'm going to be on tomorrow. We're going to play some PRG games, which that means Intellivision Revolution. Haven't decided what I'm going to play yet, but I guarantee you I'll have read the manual before I play. I'm not doing that again. And then Thursday, we should be doing the same thing. So 4 Pacific time, it'll be 7 Eastern. That doesn't step on anyone's toes. We'll send everyone to Phil and Mike's Gaming Gala right afterwards. I think that worked out well. Thursday will be a bit different, but I'll be able to talk about Mike's video as well and send some people that way. I'll add Mike's sprint videos and all the other good ones. I'll add them. I have a a playlist with all my sprint content, and I don't want to flood it, but the stuff like the ROMs or the different things, the good videos, if you know one and I don't have it in there, I'd like to have a good resource for all the sprint stuff. So definitely check out the playlist. So I'll be on Tuesday, Thursday. Mike will have a video Thursday about getting ROMs for your sprint. So definitely check that out. And there's other miscellaneous stuff, but that's all I've got for here. And that's my versions won't be a card now, but your digital, what is it going to be? I mean, I'm sure you'll bring it out when it's out. I just don't know if you posted it somewhere or if it's still secret for now. But man, everyone's excited about getting all the ROMs and being able to play them on the sprint. And there's I'm telling you, there's a ton of new people, like people messaging me, PMing me, leaving comments, when can I get this? How can I do that? Are all the games going to be available? So I'm hoping this works out for you guys, and a ton of people are buying ROMs. It just makes sense. Like it should be a thing. So I'm hoping it works out well, and we see a lot of games in ROM form and complete in box, of course. Oh, it's not a font, it's a logo. Okay. Are you behind? I wonder if he's behind or he's just bringing up all the different stuff, or if he's going through chat, because he hasn't answered about Revolution Digital. But that's going to do it for tonight's show, guys. A big thanks to everyone that came in and watched, and everyone that came later and watches it on, at a later date. I really do appreciate you all. All I do is Intellivision, so if you're new here and you like Intellivision content, definitely hit the sub button. I hope I don't disappoint. And we will see you guys in the next one.
Rise up, get ready for the fight. The Intellivision gamer, shining so bright. Reviews and gameplay, he's got it all from classics to new. He stands tall, interviews and insights. He's on a mission, unleashing the power of retro intuition. He's got the knowledge, the passion untamed. tisk is stage, says brothers unite. Intellivision gamer, he brings the light with the game console. He's making history.